G'day, Argy crew. Hope your family's happy and healthy and you're having a fantastic day. All right, we're going to take a look at on the road after the massive update and see if it's what they said it would be. There's been a hot patch or hot fix patch, whatever you want to call it, since the update. I've done a profile here, brand new profile. I've done a couple of jobs in it just to check it out. And that's so that we know that the profile is only using the updated software, if you know what I mean. Because the other profiles are from the old game prior to the update. So we'll load it up and get into it. Okay, so here we are in the truck. This is the prime mover with the livestock trailer attached. I'll have a walk around so you can have a look at it. Nice long livestock trailer. We'll open the back door here so that when we reverse up, we're ready to rock and roll. Start her up. And reverse her back. So what I've done here is I've already lined up 2 jobs. That's a good thing about on the road. It's different to other truck simulators in as far as you don't only have one job that you do each time. You can actually plan it so that you can do 2 or 3 jobs along the way. So for example, if you're going to a job that's quite a distance away, instead of just doing that one job over that distance, you can also drop off along the way or do jobs along the way so that you're earning extra money. I've just hit the steps. I didn't, I was too wide. Okay, we'll take another bite at it. Oops, put it in gear, there we go. Straighten her up. Reverse it back. That's better, we should be right now. And what we do is we just reverse back until everything turns green and we know we're in the right place then. That's better. There we go. Alright, so now we'll hop out. Go and open the internal gate, which then will allow the cattle go into the truck, the trailer. So like I say, there's 2 jobs. I think we've got 10 cattle in the first one and 11 in the second. This is one thing that drives me crazy is the bleating of the cattle is a loop that just goes over and over again. You think they'd, so that's the first one. And here comes the second lot. Yeah, you think they'd make the loop a little bit longer so that it sounds a bit better. Hopefully they'll fix that in an upcoming patch or whatever. Alright, so that's the second one. Like I say, so I've done 2 jobs at the one place because I've done a relatively short job just to show you some of the stuff in the game so that you can check it out for yourself. Alright, so back in the truck. And yeah, just notice we're not in full screen. It's got it. That's one of the bugs I've found. It tends to jump out of full screen for some reason. That's better. Back to full screen. It's just that you can't see the user interface down the bottom. And that's the other thing that I wanted to mention, the user interface. Yeah, so I'm getting confused because of the user interface. The user interface is a little bit confusing. And I was hoping they'd fix that so that it was a little bit more intuitive, but they haven't done that. It's still the same. And if I look a little bit confused when I'm going for some of the controls here, it's not the game, it's me, because I've just changed all my setup here. My computer desk, my keyboard now is on the left instead of the right. And I keep going for it over on the right when it's actually on the left. Muscle memory and all that, you know. And yeah, so if sometimes I look a little bit confused, that's one of the reasons. But like I say, the user interface isn't intuitive, so that's one thing I don't like about the game. The other thing is, if you're hoping that you get fairly detailed graphics like you do in other trucking simulators like American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, you're not going to get the detail. It's good. The quality of the graphics isn't bad. It doesn't glitch or lag. I mean, I think I've had a couple of little tiny lags just testing the radio. I won't leave it on because I'll get done for copyright. You can drown out the bleating of the cattle with the radio if you're just playing yourself. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so, look, she stalled. I think I've got a problem with my pedals. I think the accelerator's dead zone is non-existent, and what's happening is when I've got my foot on the brake, it's trying to creep forward, and therefore it stalls because I've got my foot on the brake. So it's not the game that did that, it's my pedal setup, just so you know. So if it happens again, don't think it's a game, it's my pedal setup. I've got to find out what the problem is, why the dead zone's non-existent, and if I can calibrate it out. So yeah, we've got a bit of traffic here that we've got to contend with. The AI traffic's still not that great, so that the update didn't improve that, but it has given us the extra cattle, pigs. I think it's just pigs and cows that you can pick up. Not sure if there's any other animals. And the fact that you can do 2 or 3 jobs along the way makes it different to other games that you can only do the one. Excuse me. And also the fact that you can get out and load and open the back of the trailer and load yourself is another thing that's an added bonus with this game. Adds to the immersion of the game. What else can I tell you about it? They were supposed to have fixed the force feedback for the steering, but I have to say it's non-existent. I've mucked around with all the settings to try and get it so that there's some sort of tactile feel to the steering. But there is resistance. I've got it to the point where it resists, so that you don't feel as though there's nothing there. But there's definitely no road surface feel to it. You don't get any feedback from bumps on the road or tugging of the trailer because of the load or anything like that. So you're only getting resistance. And what I'll do is at the end of the video, I'll show you the setup that I've got for the wheel so that you can see that's the best I could get. If anybody else can get better, please let me know. But the best I could get, I'll show you those settings at the end. The one thing I did notice is that the cruise control seems to work better now. I just switched it on there. And it seems to sort of hold fast. It varies slightly, 1 or 2 kilometres either side of the speed you set it to, but apart from that, it's pretty good. Yep. Oh, yeah. As you can see, the steering's just not real tactile. You can't feel if you're drifting. You've got to pay attention all the time because you're not getting that feedback through the wheel to know that you're drifting slightly. Yeah. You see here I'm stopping way before I normally would, and that's because I'm worried about that accelerator pedal of mine. Again, not the game, me or my pedals. I'm going to have to try and find out why I can't get that dead zone up and running on the accelerator. It must be a bit of dirt or something on the sensor or something. Not sure. This is one of the other things that I don't like about the game is the GPS. It makes it very difficult for you to know whether or not you're in the right lane. As you'll see here, coming up here, I'm not sure if I'm in the right lane. That's why I've sort of pulled back a bit just in case, so I can get over to the other lane if I'm in the wrong lane, which I am. So I'm going to have to try and get over to the right. That's one of the problems with not having a voice navigator, because it would tell you to stay on the right or whatever. But as you can see, I'm definitely in the turning lane and I want to go straight ahead instead. Hopefully I can get through past this red truck or car, whatever it is, on the right. There's a lot to like about the game, but there are a few niggling things that they need to fix, and like I say, that's one of the things they need to improve: the navigator and the force feedback. Oh, there we go. We had a accident up here at the set of lights. That's gonna. So now that's the other thing. The AI traffic's still not crash hot. As you can see, they're not moving, they're just sitting there. Instead of moving out of the way to let it through, they're just going to sit there. And they'll sit there and they'll sit there for the rest of the game type of thing. Stalemate. Mexican standoff. Maybe they'll move? Will they? I don't think so. So what I'm going to try and do, I think, is go up on the right hand side here, on the footpath. I'm probably going to get fines for it, but in the interest of keeping this video short, yeah, see, I got a fine for going through a red light, even though I'm not on the road. Hopefully I don't run over any pedestrians. Oh, hang on, mate, don't walk into it. Oh, okay. He's walking through the trailer. Yep, he's fine. Magic man. Oh, and I got another fine. Okay. At least we're back on the road again. And hopefully I'll get in the right lane here. So I've got to turn left. Hopefully this is it. Yeah, it is. Excellent. Oh, my fault. I tried to get my mouse, wake my mouse up, and it jumped me outside the truck again. Oh, and I didn't get the light. I'm using the open track head tracking and with my webcam in this at the moment, so I've got a video on how you can set that all up. If you're interested, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. And yeah, as you can see, it works with this game quite well, which is a bonus. Yeah, one of the things I'll give kudos to the developers is that the trucks are fairly detailed, which is a good thing. and interiors are quite good. Like I say, it's just the scenery or the towns and that aren't as detailed as other games. But again, you can't really complain because the performance is quite good, and they're not blurry graphics. They're just not overly detailed. That's all. There's another game, Alaskan Road Truckers, which I had high hopes for, and but the graphics are atrocious. The performance of the game is atrocious. It's full of bugs and glitches and whatnot. That's my fault. That was my accelerator again, trying to take off when I had my foot on the brake. But it's not the game that did that. Yeah, you see, it's accelerating. I got caught by the light again. Oh, yep, that accelerator's definitely getting stuck. Look at that. Yeah, it's revving on its own. Yeah, definitely got to fix that after this. Yeah, the other good thing about this game is the rear view mirrors. They're quite good, even though they're not adjustable, which is one thing I would like, but they're adjusted right anyway, the way they are. But the video or the image that's in them is quite clear, and you can see exactly where you are. So there's no guessing or anything. And like I say, on other truck simulator games, the mirrors are just either non-existent, the image in them is blank, or it's just so blurry and laggy that you can't make it out. But at least with this, they're quite clear and they don't lag. As you can see there with that truck going past, straight away it's in the mirror. With other games, sometimes it'd take a good second before you actually see the truck that's past you. Okay, so we're not far from the drop-off now, at 12 k's out. The thing to remember with this game is that it has heaps of potential, and hopefully the developers continue to improve it. The things that I would, if I was them, I would work on first is the force feedback, the user interface, and the AI traffic. Graphics aren't that important right now because they're quite, like I say, they're average, but they're quite good. You can bring in more detail as you go on, but the main things to remember is that the force feedback is important, because a lot of people are now using the racing wheels and whatnot, and the user interface is definitely an important factor in any game. If it's not intuitive and people have a hard time trying to work out what to do, they'll lose interest in the game because it becomes too difficult. So that's definitely one thing that would be on the high priority list if I was one of the developers. But as you can see, here we are at the drop-off. It's basically just the reverse of what we did at the pickup. So we just go around the turnaround here and back the trailer in and drop it off. We have to first go over to the side office, let them know that we're here to drop off their cows or their cattle. But what we'll do is we'll pull up here, get ready for that, pull the trailer up straight. Reverse it back a bit. Using the head tracker, see where we're going. Again, like I say, got a video on that. It's a free head tracking software. All you need is a cheap webcam. I've got a $20 webcam that I use, and it works really well. A lot cheaper than Track IR and whatever the other one was, whatever it is. Anyway, we'll go and talk to the guys in the side office. Just over here. The one thing that I did notice is you used to sign those sheets in the old version, but since the update, you don't need to sign them. Anyway, yeah, so we've dropped the gate, jump back in the truck, reverse it back until it goes green. Take the handbrake off, that always helps. Yeah, that accelerator mine definitely needs fixing. It's not very responsive for some reason. It actually feels like it's got a dead zone, but it doesn't have a dead zone. It's weird. I've got to fix it. Anyway, okay. So, over here, up the steps. And open that gate to let the cattle out. Make sure everything's cool. And here they come. Come on your way. Geez, those udders are full, they definitely need milking. So that's the first load. Yeah, I think these girls need milking. They're having trouble walking. Hang on, why have we got another cow in there? Oh, there we go, he's gone. Or she's gone. Alright, close her up. And then we'll get on our way. So yeah, so that's a quick job just to show you how it all works with the new cattle runs and that. I think we need fuel, but once you've done the job, you come in here, you have a look at your emails, and I'll say, dear sir or madam, thank you very much for your cooperation. Tells you how much money you made, and etc. etc. So you can see here. So yeah, out of the two jobs I made about 1,200 euros, something like that. But what you can do, like I say, you can pick jobs. For example, this one here is in Kiel or something. So it's a fair way away. But if you pick that, then you can pick jobs in between that and drop off in between as well. And then you can order it or put it in order so that first job is the closest one, the second job's and so forth. As you can see here, this one goes to Kiel. So you choose that as your last job because it's the furthest away. Then you choose something a little bit closer in between there and Kiel or whatever it's called, Kyle or whatever it's called, to give yourself 2 or 3 jobs on the way. Yep. And then you've got your workers that work for you, extra drivers, and you can give them jobs. For example, this guy here, how do we get him there? Not there. No jobs. So it'll tell you there's no compatible jobs for his truck there. So you go to another place. Let's try the pet shop. There we go. So you can have some jobs there. So again, you've got to make sure if you're choosing jobs that you don't go over the weight of the truck. So we'll take that one, and that one's there. It has got, where are we? Then we'll pick another one, just at random, just to show you what I mean. So yes. And as you can see, you've got the 2 jobs that you can do, pick up and delivery. And you can order them by just clicking those yellow arrows. And so yeah, if you take a look at the like this trailer, it will take 28,625 kilos. So you don't want to overload your trailers, because they won't let you. This one does 7,585 kilograms. So you don't want to go over that, because if you go over that, it'll say, nope, sorry, you can't do the job and you can't start your truck. So what do we got here? I think we're a little bit over. Oh, actually, no, we weren't. But anyway, yeah, you get penalised if you don't take a job. But yeah, so that's the way to look at it. So 7,585 kilos. Make sure that you're under that, and then you should be right. Yeah, and the other thing too is that as you go through, you'll level up. As you level up, you'll get different vehicles, different trailers, etc., etc. So it gives you an incentive to continue through and improve your business. And in the main menu, you have your finances, so you can check out how you're doing as far as revenue and expenditure and so forth. And keep a track on exactly how your business is progressing. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll go and grab some fuel. I'll show you exactly how to do that, because it's quite a good sort of setup how they've got it done. What I'll do too is, whoops, it's because I was scratching my nose. The head tracking goes crazy. So what you do is click on the fuel station, gas station, click on the icon, say yes, and it will add it to your GPS for you. Once that's done, you're ready to rock and roll, and we'll head over and get some fuel for the truck. Now, what I'll do is I'll also show you something here that is actually quite a good feature of the game, but it's implemented slightly incorrectly, or slightly, no, how can I put it? Again, I'm going to use that word. It's not intuitive enough. You just aren't sure if you've got it right. There's no indicators or anything in the user interface to show you if it's right. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it and show you when we get to the gas station, when this traffic is all gone. Okay, so here we are. We're pulling up at the fuel station, gas station. So we just go into where those blue squares are, or rectangles. And once you get into them, they'll turn a greeny sort of colour, a limey green. And we put the handbrake on, hop outside the truck, and just face the fuel tanks. Click on your mouse button, fill her up, and there, once we're full, you now have a full tank of fuel. Now, the thing I was going to show you is here is where you hook up the trailers. And as you can see, the legs turn green and the hitch turns green. But it's hard to tell whether or not it's hitched up, and it's hard to tell whether or not the legs are down or up just by looking at it. And right now I'm going to try and hook it back up because I've unhooked it. And let's see if we can get it. see if that's... See, now that to me looks like it's hooked up, I think. Let's check the legs. That's up. Okay, drop it down. And we'll see if it's hooked up. I'm not sure if it is. I don't think it is now. That didn't look right. Let's take off and see if it comes with us. Okay, no, you can tell. Look at that. See, it's not hooked up properly. So we'll reverse back and try to hook it back in. Oh, no, went the wrong way. No, I'm going to have to hop back out and lift the legs. You can see what I mean. It's not very intuitive. You're not sure whether... Okay, so that's up. So we reverse the track back underneath it. Once I put it in gear. Okay, now we'll hop back out. And we'll drop the legs. The legs, that's it. Oh, and I actually hooked the connector up, or the fifth wheel, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully we're right. Yes. Like I say, it's not real clear whether or not you've hooked up or not. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just thick. But anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so while we're here, let's have a quick look at the settings for the steering wheel. Where are we? This fella? Okay, so I've got all the force feedbacks and everything up as high as they can go. And like I say, there's absolutely no force feedback coming through. I set the max steering degree to 450 degrees. And everything else is just basically whatever you want to, whatever keybinds you want to set up for yourself. And so, yeah, like I say, they're all... While I'm here, sorry, I got sidetracked. While I'm here, I'm going to fix the mouse, because to me the mouse is in reverse. So let's get in there and find where that is. It'll probably be under truck. And it's not under driver, so it's definitely... No, it'll be under truck. It's when I'm outside the truck, it seems that everything is in reverse. So to me, it seems all wrong. Where are we? Mouse, here we go. No, that's not it. Where are we? Drag it all the way down. Come on, let's see where it is. Where are you? Ah, there it is. Orbit cam. Rotate left, rotate right. That should, to me, should be right. So we'll replace that with the right. Replace that with the left. Replace that with the down. Replace this one with the up. Come on. That went down instead of up. Try again. That went right. Let's try once more. There we go. Up. Except right. So that's fixed. All right. So yeah, like I say, that's all the settings for the steering wheel are set. Yeah, the mouse feels heaps better now. Yep, way better. All the steering wheel settings are at full force. I'm still not getting any feedback, but I'm getting some resistance. So what we'll do is now we'll have a look at the settings I've got in the G-Hub. Okay, so let's launch the G-Hub. Where is it? There it is. Launch G-Hub. And we'll take a look at this. Here it is. And this, hang on. 150. No, this is not the right one. What's going on here? That's not where I have it. Ah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Where is it? I was in the wrong one. There it is. On the road default, on the road, on the road. This is the one I've got set up. So as you can see, so leave the sensitivity at 50. The operating range is 450. The centering spring strength is 25, and it is clicked or ticked so that it is activated. And that's the settings I've got for the G29. And that's all. Oh, and the pedals. As you can see, I'm not touching the pedal, and yet it's showing it's activated. So I've definitely got a problem with my gas pedal. See that? And when I flicked it, it came back off. Now it's off. So yeah, I think it might be a sensor problem. So I'm definitely going to have a look at that, see if I can adjust it out somehow. Anyway, I'll work that out myself later. So hopefully you found that useful, and if you did, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your friends, and if you did like it, hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.